All right, guys, Scott here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually lose weight and what has helped me not just lose weight, but lose fat and maintain muscle. So over the last 3 months, I've gone from 200 pounds and I'm sitting right now around 175. So I've lost 25 pounds of mainly fat. And here are some tips that are going to help you achieve the body that you want. This is what has helped me, and I want to share this with you. So, the first things first is diet, right? You want to be in a calorie deficit. In order to calculate your maintenance calories, you can use a calculator online and figure out where your maintenance calories are at. That means the calories that you're going to eat that would help you maintain your body weight. You take those calories, you subtract 500 from that. Okay. You set your calories up. You want to make sure you're getting enough protein, fats, and carbs. You do not cut out any macronutrient from your diet. You need all three. You do not need as much protein as you might think. A lot of people take the protein to the extreme, and what happens is that you sacrifice some fats and carbs along the way. So take your body weight or your goal body weight, multiply that by one, and that is the maximum amount of protein that you should be eating. So for example, if you're trying to get to 175 pounds, right where I'm at right now, you do not need more than 175 grams of protein. So set it there. Let's just say 175 grams of protein. Backfill the rest of the calories with fats and carbs. You want to be eating around 40% of your calories from fats. It's healthy fats like eggs, butter, animal meats, and then healthy sources of carbs as well. So think rice, potatoes, honey, fruits, and then most of your food should come from whole food sources. So we're not going to be eating these processed protein snacks. We're going to be eating eggs, fruit, Greek yogurt, rice, potatoes, animal meats, vegetables. Do not forget about the vegetables. So what really helped me, a lot of this conversation is around diet, and that is the most important thing. But what really helped me is that I ate the same types of foods every day. I followed a strict eating schedule, essentially. There was some flexibility in the diet, but I would have 3 solid meals a day and a post workout shake. So I would have 4 eating events throughout the day. And this is what was the huge unlock for me. I knew what I was eating each day. There was no question about it. I would set it up. I would prepare my lunches and I would have an idea what I'm having for dinner. My breakfast always stayed the same and my post-workout shake always stayed the same. So the meal that has the most variability is gonna be your dinner. Cook it fresh. A lot of the times I would have potatoes in the air fryer. I would have ground beef patties. You could do chicken if you want. I really don't like chicken. So typically I was eating ground beef twice a day for lunch and dinner. All right. So that's the basics of the diet. Now let's get to the training because that is also one of the biggest levers that you can pull. You do not have to kill yourself with cardio. Cardio is a tool to increase your daily calorie burn. It's not the key to your fat loss. The key to fat loss and maintaining your muscle is you need to be resistance training. You almost need to be training in the gym like you're trying to build muscle, especially as a natural lifter. Natural lifter, you need to maintain your muscle. You might build just a slight amount. But if you're an experienced lifter, you've been lifting for a while, it's going to be very hard for you to actually grow. But our training In the gym, lifting weights is going to be structured around trying to grow because your muscles need to be pushed to the limits even when you're cutting. That is what is going to allow your body to hold on to that muscle as much as possible. Okay? So, my training, I like to follow a 4 day split, meaning I would cycle through 4 workouts in a row. And once I got to the fifth day, if I was still feeling good, I would hit it again. Now, this takes a little bit to get to. If you're more on the beginner end, you can get away with just training in the gym, lifting weights hard 3 to 4 times a week. But I was prepping for a bodybuilding show. So I needed to maximize my muscle and frequency. I was really focusing on recovery, but essentially I was doing a chest day, a back day, a leg day, and an arm day as well. I was focusing on core movements, 4 to 5 exercises per muscle group, making sure that I was hitting everything. When I say muscle group, like for back day, I was hitting 4 or 5 total exercises. So I'd be doing 2 row movements, 2 pull down type movements for the lats, and I'd be hitting some rear delts. And then I was trying to hit traps. As a natural lifter, your neck starts to just shrink. So traps are important. That's one of the things that I'm trying to work on now, hitting some more neck. But anyway, your training needs to be on point and you need to not neglect it. Do not go to this high volume, high frequency, like, you're not trying to burn more calories in the gym when you're lifting weights. If you're actually trying to burn more calories in the gym, this is where cardio comes in. And at the start, when you're in a fat loss phase, you can get away with very minimal cardio. Most of your levers you can pull are in your diet. Yeah, that's it, man. Diet is key. But the cardio essentially helps increase your daily calories, allowing you to eat a little bit more food while you're cutting. You can manipulate your calories to still maintain weight. Now, I know this video is getting long. We're 7.5 minutes in, but this is what it takes. So there's a few more things that I want to talk about in this brief video. I think I only have 10 minutes, but you need to be stepping on the scale every day and tracking your progress, tracking your weight. You need to be aiming for 1 to 2 pounds of weight loss per week. Fat loss, okay? Like, don't get discouraged if that scale's not moving much day to day. It's all about the weekly average. All right. So you could say you're starting at 200 pounds, the first couple of days you might drop a lot from water weight and whatever. So you're at 197 on day 3. You might not see that scale drop again until 3, 4 more days. You might go to 196. Great. Week 2 begins. You're starting at 196. You you sit at 194 by the end of the week. That's a good week. That's 2 pounds down. Fat loss takes a while. We're not just trying to lose weight here, we're losing fat. And you really cannot lose more than 2 pounds of fat per week. And if you are, you better be careful, man, because you might be losing some muscle. So step on that scale every day. And one more thing, I have 1 more minute here on TikTok. Recovery is huge. Sleep is super important, man. 7 to 8 hours a night. That's a huge thing that I focused on over the last 30 days that helped me lose 25 pounds. Sleep, hydration, real quick, some supplements that I took. Creatine, that's a cheat code, man. Do not mess around with your creatine. 5+ grams a day. Sometimes I'm doing 10. There's new research coming out. Get some electrolytes in. Drink a lot of water. I always have a vessel of water with me ready to go. Crank water. Don't do too much, but have enough, man. Be hydrated. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a follow if you liked it and you made it to the end. I can share with you a free fat loss guide. Send me a DM. Give me a follow. Thank you very much.